Nancy Adulowski, and we own a Ray's Family Restaurant in Rockton, Illinois.
All right. How long have you had this business?
22 years and counting.
What was the hardest part about starting this business?
The hardest part was getting to know everybody and kind of like being a little scared in the beginning because me and my husband were both in the restaurant business before we came here. Before we started our own business, we both worked in restaurants. So it was a little bit easier for us. And but everybody here in this community made it easy to, to get to know everybody, and they welcomed us with open arms. They were very kind, and over the years, we got to know everyone, and it's a great community. It's a great place to have a business. Just in general, like as I said, it was any kind of business that you open up in the beginning. It's the first year, either you make it or you break it. So we're here 22 years, so I guess we made it. And it has its ups and downs like everything else.
Yeah. So how long did it take from when you first had the idea to start to actually opening up?
Actually, it was a few months.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we came here from DuPage County. Yes, and my husband was a cook, and I was a waitress, and our kids were growing up, so we thought it was a good opportunity for both of us to start our own business, since we know about the business. You can't just go into a restaurant or a bar if you don't know the business yourself. And as far as us both doing it for so long, that let's just say we know what to do from the start. Because if you don't know how to cook and you don't know how to wash dishes and you don't know how to waitress, then you're in trouble. So this way, we started off with employees, of course, and and doing it ourselves. And then my kids were old enough, my daughters, where they started waitressing. And then I had other help, of course. So it was fun. It was just fun. I love to do it. This is what I know, this is what I've been doing all my life. And I enjoy people. I'm a people person. And you have to be in order to have a business like this, whether it's, retail or whether it's restaurant, or if you're not a good communicator with people, or you don't have a good sense of humor, or you don't have a good personality, then you should not be in this kind of business. Because, my customers here are so great that, you could joke with them. You could, they're down-to-earth people. Yeah. Or you could have a decent conversation. You could joke with them. You could, and they're very respectful, and I respect them back. Yeah. So if it's not for them, we would not be here. Yeah. So it takes a lot to keep those doors open. Yeah. If you could be hurting that day, you could be in a bad mood that day, but when you come in here, you leave those out in the door.
Did you have any inspirations for starting this?
Inspirations?
Yeah.
Yeah. Since Albanians usually run a lot of restaurants, and we're Albanian, inspiration was when I was working at a restaurant in Wheaton, and I guess I inspired myself. Yeah. Because I love what I did. Yeah. And I'm not for office work. I cannot sit in one place. Let's just say that. Yeah. I have to move around. I have to talk to people. I have to be out there. So my inspiration, actually, my uncles. My father was in the business when I was younger, with my uncles, and you could say they inspired me to do it. Yeah. And that's basically it. As far as inspiration, I think it was them. My brother, he was in the business. Yeah. And so, you get inspiration from your family, I guess. So that's a pretty cool start.
What is your favorite part about Rockton?
Yeah, my favorite part?
Yeah.
The community.
Yeah.
Yes. The people, the area, what they have going on in the summer, all the events and stuff, and just being like down to earth people. And not, we have customers that come from all over. It's not just Rockton. They come from like 40 minutes away, 20 minutes away. And that tells us that we're doing something right for people to drive, for 20 minutes or half an hour to come here. So my favorite part is, just the community itself. It's a nice little town. It's got great people in here. And we try to make the best of what we have.
Starting your business in Rockton, was that challenging or was it easy?
Actually, it was pretty easy. Yes, it was not just to get to know everybody in the beginning, and then which I used to write down their names and where they sat in the beginning. So then I called them by their names next time they came.
Yeah.
I don't have to call them sir or ma'am all the time. And most of my customers, I know them by their name. The regulars especially that come every day, and even some that don't. The hardest part was, it was kind of like, I would say, just trying to maintain and keep, the customers that we do have and that we did have. Unfortunately, a lot of them over the years have passed away, or they have moved to another state, or, but basically they're the same people that I've known since I've been here.
So with COVID and everything, what did you guys do during that?
With COVID, as I said, like I have to move around. So I used to come here every other day because we were closed for 4.5 months, from March, the middle of March till August 1st.
Yeah.
And so I kept busy, yard work, thank God. And I used to come here at the restaurant and make sure everything was okay, clean, paint, flush everything, work the machines, and then home. Like yard work, housework, cooking, cleaning. So basically, just to keep busy the whole day. Thank God, I had something to do.
Yeah.
And I felt very sad that I was not here for people that this is their livelihood. They come here because they're by themselves, they're alone. They come here, they know all their friends, they talk to people, they communicate, we talk to them. Most of them are widowers. Most of them just want to get out of the house, and probably their wives probably want them to get out of the house. So I'm contributing to a lot of sanity, let's just say. So yeah, I love my customers out there. They're wonderful people, and anything I can do to help, I will. So like if a person doesn't show up within 2-3 days, that come every day, I call them and say, "Are you okay? You're doing okay?" Like, just so I know, I have a peace of mind.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have, most of the customers, numbers, especially the elderly, that I keep watch on, and just in general.
Yeah.
And
When you guys first opened up because of COVID, were they just coming in or was it steady?
It was like steady because I put it on Facebook and I had it on the window, like the big, huge signs, because a lot of people did not know that we were going to open up that day, and a lot of people don't have Facebook. So, but word of mouth gets around really fast, and I said it took about I would say like 2 weeks or so to get back, to get the word out and stuff like that, and it was like steady. And like for half of the capacity, which is like I have 10 tables here right now, because there was 50% in the beginning. Now it's only 25, but technically we're not supposed to be open. Hello. But yeah, it took a while. Like just for in general, people, I think not to be scared to go out from the COVID. But when my customers tell me that they feel safe to come in here because of all we do, like spacing, like the tables and sanitizing and wearing masks all day, and they tell me that how safe they feel to come in here, and that that makes a really big difference.
Yeah.
Like when the customers tell you that, it's not just I want them to feel safe. Like I want to be safe. Like for my family, for their family, and so it's a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
Like because you're only having half of the business that you normally did, but like you have to make it through. Like there's so many that have lost loved ones, and when you think about that, and so many have lost their jobs, they don't have no jobs to go back to. So we're very fortunate that we actually could open up again, because a lot of restaurants or bars or stores did not make it through the pandemic
Yeah.
in the summer, and I feel very bad for them. Being in the same business, I know what they had to go through and what they're going through. And my condolences to the families that have lost loved ones, and that's a tragic thing that happened this summer. Hopefully 2021 will be a better year for everybody. Could put all this behind us, which a lot of them can't put it behind because of everything that's happened to them. But as I said, like we're very fortunate to be able to open those doors again.
Yeah.
For our family, for the sake of my customers. Like they missed us and we missed them the whole summer.
Yeah.
So it was a long summer.
Have you guys ever thought about expanding?
No.
No.
Like, yeah, I mean, we're happy for
Yeah.
what we have.
Yeah.
Like this is my little nest.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's about the right size.
Yeah.
So
So when it was summer, did you guys do the carryout thing?
no, we did not. We're not like for carry out more. Like we're more for come and sit down and
Yeah.
enjoy yourself and mingle.
Yeah.
Like we don't do too much carry out here. So and so yeah, then we did close. For the whole summer. So it was very hard for us to do that, but
Yeah.
there was no choice, like everybody else. So
If you had like one go-to thing to say about Rockton, what would it be?
Rockton.
Yeah.
I love Rockton. Um, it's a very nice little town. My neighbors are great. I love my neighbors here. Like the gem shop, the jewelry store has. I think us and the jewelry stores are the only ones that are here for a long time.
Yeah.
Because the other stores or restaurants have changed hands. But we're the permanent ones since I've been here anyway. But the gem shop has been here before. So they're great neighbors. We help each other out whenever we can. I send them business, they send me business. It's all a great, like, and that's the way it should be. Like, we're trying to help each other out. Like we have the general store here in town, and they come here every morning. So if I need anything to do with my house or the restaurant, I go to the Rockton Hardware, get what I need there, because I want to support them just as much as they support me. So it's, basically like supporting each other, which is this town of Rockton is great for.
Yeah.
Like we always try to support each other, and that's what makes the community.
Yeah.
And, it's just a great little place to raise your kids. A lot of people here like are moving from far, from other places just because, the schools and the area itself. And, it's a nice little town. We have the river right behind us.
Yeah.
So anytime we want to go fishing.
Yeah.